Hey guys, it's JR, and what my group has asked me to do is do something cool to interpret postpartum. Now, what one of my group members has done is taken the liberty to conduct a interview with someone who has postpartum depression. Actually, they have gone through it. So here is the following interview as it follows. Did you experience both high and low moods after having a baby, or all low moods? I experienced mostly low moods after the baby was born, and there were some happy points, but I mostly felt sad even though I loved my child. How long did the change in moods last for? Since I had previously suffered from depression for years, I remained depressed for quite a long time. After a year of having my child, I was able to cope better with help, but still remained depressed at some points. How sudden after having a baby did you develop this? Immediately after baby was born, I started having these feelings. When most mothers are joyful and happy, I was feeling sad and lonely, even though I was not alone. Was help offered from medical professionals, friends, or family? Prior to childbirth, my doctor briefly told me about postpartum depression. I listened to what he said, but I thought the joy of having a child would help my depression. No other advice from medical professionals was given to me about postpartum depression prior to childbirth. My husband was very helpful and understood the depression I had suffered from in the past. But I still think people didn't understand the illness and how I could be sad after having a baby. This was very frustrating. Did you use any medication? Prior to childbirth, I had stopped using the very low amount of depression medication that I was on for years. I didn't notice much difference, and after I had my child, I continued to use the medication, but nothing specific for postpartum. Who were you diagnosed by? My family doctor. Do you think anything could have been done to prevent this? I wish I was just given more information about postpartum and the likelihood of it happening to me, since I had already suffered from depression. Did you experience any physical changes in this time? The occasional weight gain after having a baby, and also when I should have been losing weight. How was your postpartum depression treated? After a few months, it didn't go away. Then my doctor recommended counseling. The counseling helped more than the medication because I was able to understand why I was having these issues, and I was not the only woman who experienced this. Did you experience any obstetric complications that would increase your risk of postpartum depression? Depression and anxiety during the pregnancy. Had you experienced depression prior to childbirth? Yes. But right now, 12 years later, after all that, no longer on depression medication, not suffering from depression, and very thankful for the counseling received. I just wished it was prior to childbirth. And that was the interview conducted by one of our group members. Although postpartum depression is still not entirely understood, researchers believe it is caused by a combination of biological and psychosocial factors. The possible biological cause for postpartum depression is hormonal changes in progesterone and estrogen towards the end of pregnancy may be the cause, and have also been used to treat postnatal depression. So hopefully you guys like the picture as I have drawn here, and that is postpartum depression in someone's eyes.
Would you tell me how could it be any better than